Welcome back to my channel, and today I want to talk to you guys about a fragrance that I've been wearing pretty much all this week. I guess I'm going to call it a perfume or fragrance of the week video, where I'm going to go into more detail on a particular fragrance and kind of talk about the notes, the main accords, the performance, and a little bit of background about the fragrance in general. So for this first video, I'm going to talk to you guys about one of my favorite fragrances. I talked about this one in my perfume collection part 1, I believe, that has my spring and summer fragrances. However, I want to say that this particular fragrance I wear all year round. I think it's a really great one for fall and winter as well. It might even be a little better for fall and winter. I think I just included it in the spring-summer video because I didn't have as many spring-summer fragrances. But without further ado, the fragrance that I'm going to talk to you guys about today is the original Vince Camuto by Vince Camuto. This fragrance was actually released in 2011 as the first affordable and accessible luxury perfume by Vince Camuto. The perfumer behind this fragrance is Steve DeMercato, and actually his wife, Vince Camuto's wife, had a hand in this fragrance as well. I guess they wanted to add a woman's touch to the fragrance, and they were worried about it being too masculine, so he actually involved his wife in the making of this fragrance, which I think is pretty neat. So first, let's talk about this bottle, which I think is gorgeous. All of the fragrances in this particular line, not all of Vince Camuto's fragrances, but there's a line of his fragrances that all come in this kind of octagonish, I don't know what shape that is, in this shaped bottle with the kind of symbol of the Camuto line and the ribbons and the medallion. This particular one comes with a kind of a fuchsia magenta colored bow, and my bow looks really wonky because it's kind of coming off, and I just kind of tied it back on there real quick. But so the liquid inside is kind of a goldish amber colored liquid, and it's got Vince Camuto written across the front there in gold lettering, and I just think the bottle is beautiful. All of the bottles like this honestly are really good looking. I just don't care for the fragrances of any of the other ones that are in this bottle. There's a few of them that he has out now, with the exception of, I think it's called Fiori, and it's more of like a pink rose gold lid, and I think the liquid inside is either clear or very light pink. That one was really nice. It kind of reminded me of Chanel Chance Au Tendre, but it didn't last very long, so to me it really wasn't worth the money. But this one here is beautiful. Okay, so the top notes of this fragrance are Rum Absolute and Osmanthus Nectar. Now, I couldn't really tell you much about Osmanthus Nectar. I've never actually heard of Osmanthus, let alone nectar from Osmanthus, and I don't even know if I'm saying it right. But the Rum Absolute, I can definitely smell that. I'm actually going to spritz this on my hand real quick. I'm going to let that kind of calm down for a second. Yeah. I know like most fragrances, when you first smell them, kind of smell like alcohol. This is no different, but it smells like liquor alcohol, not alcohol, you know what I mean? And I'm assuming that that's that Rum Absolute, and it definitely smells like rum. It definitely smells like liquor. It smells very boozy right off the bat. It's so good. But Yeah, top notes are rum absolute and osmanthus nectar, and I definitely smell the rum in this. Um, so the mid or heart notes of this fragrance are, there's only three. It's Bulgarian rose, night blooming jasmine, and leather notes. And I will tell you that I personally don't smell any kind of rose, or either it just doesn't come out on my skin. I mean, everyone's different, but I personally do not pick up on the rose at all. I do smell jasmine, and I definitely smell leather. Yeah, I'm picking up on the leather. I'm still smelling the rum. I'm picking up the leather, and I'm picking up that jasmine. Yeah, and I could smell it even more on my hand after spraying it. So yeah, aside from the Bulgarian rose, I can smell those middle notes really, really well. Okay, and the base notes of this fragrance are vanilla, absolute, sensual patchouli, hot Brazilian amber, and musk. And I have to tell you, I pick up on every last one of those. When this dries down, it's not quite there all the way yet, but I can just tell you from experience, when this dries down, you pick up on every last bit of those notes. It's very musky. I definitely get amber. I definitely get vanilla. And I think those are the notes that kind of sweeten it up. It almost has something in it that smells sugary in a way that like a cocktail would be sugary, like if you had so now it has rum in it, so like you took rum and made like a somewhat tropical drink, although this doesn't smell tropical. I don't know how to explain it. I guess rum kind of has a tropical feel to it, but yeah, it's like a rum based cocktail type of a sweet. And then the musk, the patchouli, and the amber. And this is just blended so well. I don't feel like any of the notes compete with each other. Nothing clashes. And I feel like you pick up on everything really, really well. It's just really well done. Like, what's his name? Steve DeMercado? Steve DeMercado. You did your thing with this. I really love it. I would highly suggest this fragrance to anyone that might be contemplating it. I think you should give it a try. So, this fragrance is described as a contemporary, sexy, and sophisticated fragrance, and I would absolutely agree with that. To me, this fragrance is very womanly and sexy without trying too hard. You know what I mean? It's not overtly sexy, like you just smell it and go, oh God, I gotta wear this with my lingerie and jump up on a pole or something. Like, no, it's not like nasty sexy. It's like a woman who's about her shit, knows what she's doing, empowered, stylish. She puts herself together well. She likes to have fun. That type of a sexy. Sexy without trying too hard. That's what I'm going to go with. The longevity on this is actually really, really good. I can put this on early in the day and still smell it. Although it gets really, really soft, I can still smell it at the end of the day when I go to take my clothes off. It lingers on my clothing, and I don't find that I have to reapply it a lot. So longevity, I'd say, is really, really good for this fragrance, at least on me personally. And the sillage, I'd say, is moderate. It's definitely not something that's super close to the skin where people are going to have to, you know, practically climb on top of you to smell it. But and it's definitely not something that you're going to walk into a room and everyone is going to turn and look and smell you. It's not that kind of a scent either. It's, when I say moderate, I mean someone standing next to you or across from you having a conversation, they would smell it. So I think that's pretty good. That tends to be the sillage that I want. I don't like things that have a very far-reaching projection. So for me, the sillage is perfect. Hopefully I gave you guys some information, maybe piqued your interest in this fragrance. I would highly recommend it. Like I said, this is one of my absolute favorites in my collection. This is my second bottle that I've owned, and I've only owned full-size bottles, and I don't see myself getting tired of this fragrance anytime soon. I love, love, love it. It's so good. Oh my. Yeah, like I wear this for like day to day. I wear this for a date. My boyfriend loves this. He compliments me when I wear it. Other people compliment me when I wear it. Oh, it's so good. And I don't really hear too many people talking about it. I've seen and heard people mentioning the other Vince Camuto fragrances, but not this one. I don't know. So that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed this little mini review. If you did like this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And also, if you guys know of any other fragrances that are maybe similar to this or have similar notes or a similar vibe, leave some comments down below. I'm actually on the hunt for some more that kind of have leather notes and booze notes, actually. I'm just really feeling that for the fall. I think I'm going to really love those sorts of fragrances. So if you have some suggestions, leave them down below. And also, let me know what you've been wearing this past week, or what you would suggest for me to try out. I'm always looking for new fragrances, and I'm actually going to be going shopping, I think, maybe next week sometime. I kind of want to go and get a few fragrances that I've had my eye on, and I'll probably do a haul. So if you're interested in that as well, let me know down below. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.